Alright guys, I'm back with another Dokkan battle video. Now this time we're going to be taking a look at the free-to-play exchange Krillin and VEGETA EZA. And right off the bat, I have to say that this is my favorite of the new free-to-play units brought out during the 350 million download celebration. I also think that this is the best of the new free-to-play EZAs, not including the Ginyu Force because those EZAs are just above and beyond such night and day differences. But of the new story event EZAs, I think Zarbon and Dodoria are the worst. Goku is decent, but nothing more, just decent. But this Krillin and VEGETA, they gave them enough of an upgrade to their kit with their EZA to give them extreme versatility. This unit, I think, can be used in a plethora of different content, whether it be the most difficult content in the game, long content, short content. I think they can do it all, and they'll be a great option, especially for free-to-play players, this being a great free-to-play option. So let's get right into it. Now, this unit does start off as Krillin, so that is who we will be covering first. My hidden potential system for the unit is 6 additional attack and 15 crit, a full crit build. Now, when you do exchange into VEGETA, he does end up stacking attack and defense. However, I don't think that's enough of a justification to go full additional attack, although I do think it is worth considering investing more additional attack. I just think of it this way. Krillin has a 50% chance to dodge. He doesn't end up stacking attack and defense. Krillin only raised attack on super attack infinitely, and he does have a little chance to stun enemies if you do have that part of his passive active. I shouldn't say little because it's actually a great chance, so I think that additional attack is useful, but I think full crit just makes more sense to me. Plus, you'll probably build up enough defense anyway with VEGETA, even without additional super attacks. So let's take a look at Krillin's passive. He has attack and defense plus 80%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 40% when performing a super attack. High chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, that is a 50% chance. Plus an additional defense plus 40%, up to 80% with each attack evaded, including super attack. Great chance of stunning the attacked enemy every time the character evaded 4 or more attacks, including super attack, when there is another Planet Namek Saga category ally on the team. So, a 50% chance to dodge is incredible. It really isn't anything to scoff at. And he does have a decent little stun utility if you do manage to be able to run another Planet Namek Saga category ally just on the team. Doesn't need to be on rotation. So that's the only part of his passive that's a little bit wonky, because for the categories that this unit is on, Turtle School, Dragon Ball Seekers, Planet Namek, Rapid Growth, Battle of Wits, those categories, besides Planet Namek Saga, you're gonna struggle to find a unit that is on that category on the other categories. So you might not have that stun chance everywhere, but this Krillin really will be a extreme super battle road specialist because of that dodge chance. Now let's get right into the units. We are on a full Battle of Wits team in the Legendary Goku event. We are on Battle of Wits because that is a way better team for the Krillin side of this exchange unit. With a turn 1 defense of 62, pretty much, let's just say 63k defense. That's not that good, that's actually bad. But remember, he does build up defense in his passive, and he has a 50% chance to dodge, which does heavily compensate for the fact that his defense is not that good. So you will want to try and protect him for a couple of turns to let him dodge a bit, get his defense up. But we also are not linked with this Krillin here. This STR Krillin is the perfect linking partner. They share all 7 links. LR Physical Prime Battle Krillin is also a great linking partner, sharing 6 links. But this STR Krillin really is the best friend of this exchange Krillin, because sharing all 7 links, and when you look at their links, Turtle School, High Compatibility, Brainiacs, those are links that at link level 10 are fantastic, so you definitely want to consider link level 10ing this exchange Krillin and VEGETA if you plan on using them in difficult content. Now, Turtle School at link level 10 gives Ki plus 2 and attacking defense plus 20%. Brainiacs at link level 10 gives attacking defense plus 15%. high compatibility. Link level 10 gives attack and defense plus 10% and ki plus 2. So even at these low level links, however, we aren't at link level 10. We are going to be getting a solid amount of defense. So with those links, we're at 76k. So boom, another 16 or 13k defense rather from just having those links. So we're going to have Krillin in slot 2 here, the exchange Krillin, so that way we can have him potentially dodge 2 attacks. We're not going to exchange with him in this part of the video. I'm actually going to switch over to a different team for the Vegeta, because the thing with Krillin and Vegeta here is that they are a little bit weird in the way that their links not only change significantly, they have probably the most amount of links in the game, or like they're in the top 3 for the most links in the game, because you just change like over half their links probably when you exchange into Vegeta. But not only that, but the fact that, you know, Dragon Ball Seekers, that's a more Vegeta flavored category for this unit. Planet Namek Saga would be better for the Vegeta side of this unit, but Earthlings, Turtle School, Battle of Wits, those are going to be better for Krillin. So depending on which unit that you're going, or which part of the unit that you're going to be wanting to utilize, you'll probably want to build your team more towards the side of the unit that you're going to be using. Like, for instance, since we're running Krillin, we're running Battle of Wits because there's a whole bunch of good Krillins there. You can bring in the LR Roshi. You know, you can do a whole lot of things with that. But for Vegeta, Planet Namek Saga, because, you know, the 50% support in Vegeta links very well. Dragon Ball Seekers has a lot of those, you know, Saiyan Saga Vegetas that link very well with the Vegeta part of this unit. So, in that regard, it's weird. But the fun part is that you can potentially have a Vegeta on Earthlings and Turtle School. Well, you can have, if you really want to do that. That's a little bit funny. That's just how units work in Dokkan. So, I don't know. It's just weird in the way that you have to build your team around this unit, basically, depending on which side of the coin that you want to use. Now, this is after super attacking once, I believe, or actually, yeah, he super attacked once, and we also got the passive. So we're at 167k defense. That is with all links active, and that is with the support from this Toa. We actually might be getting Toa's full passive here. Huh. If we have Toa's full passive here, that's going to be interesting. So we're 167k defense with the 50% chance to dodge. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That is amazing. So we're going to go ahead and get that fat attack stat going in here. We're also going to gain 40% defense from super attacking. So it would be interesting to see if we can tank a super attack. Although we are only on Super Saiyan Goku in the Legendary Goku event, which even if he didn't dodge, would not take damage whatsoever. So 2.4 million attack stat. That's actually respectable for a free-to-play unit. You have to remember that we're raising attack with each super attack. So now 2.52 on the additional. 2.52 million. That's not bad, like, whatsoever in terms of damage. But his defenses are really what is the impressive part of this unit. 170k-ish defense with a 50% chance to dodge. I mean, you're looking at like a diet Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. I mean, I would say more like a I wouldn't say maybe like an off-brand Roshi. You know, like Roshi can hit 6 million attack stats, but he has a 30% chance to dodge. So, you know, take that for what you will, but you know, that is significant. And in Extreme Super Battle Road, regular Super Battle Road, that is going to be very impressive. But you can even just use the Krillin in long form content, like GT Legendary Goku event. You know, 50% chance to dodge isn't bad. That defense isn't bad. And this unit in the GT Legendary Goku event has type advantage against the final phase. You know, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is tech type. This is an in-type unit, so he even has an advantage in that department. Dare I say, this unit could be run in the God event. I really think that this unit can be run in the God event because the dodging is good. You have the flexibility of exchanging into Vegeta if you think you can build up fast enough, but I wouldn't do that. The 50% chance to dodge, having good enough defense, and this STR Krillin I've beaten I believe, at least one stage in the God event with this Krillin. So you can have him linked up with this exchange Krillin, and it would work out well. So I think this will be the best attack set we'll see, unless... Yeah, this is going to be probably the best we're going to see Krillin at here, with this Roshan rotation giving 40% support to Turtle School. So, let's see here. 167k defense once again. Let's just get one or two more attack stats with Krillin, and then we're going to switch over. I'm going to end up taking in a different team, and we're going to take a look at Vegeta. Because Vegeta, again, as I said earlier, he does need a different team built around him than Krillin does, because, you know, if you exchange a Vegeta with this team, he doesn't really have a good linking partner for himself. So that's the only real problem with this unit, in my opinion. It's just, it's a little wonky in that regard, but again, if you know what you're building for, if you know you're building for Vegeta to have his stacking because you want him in that long form content to stack, you can do it, and you can just build a Dragon Ball Seekers team or something like that, or a Planet Namek Saga team, and he can thrive. But if you want to go for Krillin's side of things, you know, Extreme Super Battle Road, Super Battle Road, you can do that. Longer form content as well, as you can see here. He's doing just fine in the Legendary Goku event, and dare I'd say, he'd do well in the God event. JT Legendary Goku event, he'd do well in as well, so... It is what it is. This Krillin is very impressive though, and honestly, at least in my opinion, I don't really see a lot of the point of exchanging into Vegeta, because by the time that you can get this exchange active, you probably will be close to finishing the event, or Vegeta just won't have enough time to build up his defense in that regard. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to get this final attack stat here with Krillin. It shouldn't be too different. We do have the exchange active, but we're not going to be taking a look at that right now. So that's 30% support. Once again, like 160-ish K defense. We do have a little bit less support this time around. But again, all links active. He did stack defense a couple of times. So let's take a look at what Krillin can do after a few rounds of stacking defense. You can easily reach over 3 million attack stats over, you know, what, 5 to 8 turns, 2.62 million. So he's starting to do pretty good damage for a free-to-play unit, and that's why I like the crits, because crits doing the more damage, because this unit honestly probably would not be doing much damage otherwise unless he gets a crit. So that's why I like full crit in this situation. So we're gonna actually move on to the Vegeta side of the unit, so give me 1 second and I will get that ready. Alright guys, now here we are on a Dragon Ball Seekers team built around Vegeta. We do have the exchange into the Vegeta active, so we're going to pop that. Now, Vegeta does stack attack and defense, which does end up making him the more long event specialist of this duo. Krillin being the Extreme Super Battle Road specialist. This Vegeta can do very well in those longer events, but there is sort of a catch. So, to exchange into Vegeta, you do need to end up dodging 4 or more times during the event with Krillin to be able to go to Vegeta. And the thing is, you can see we're already on Super Saiyan 3. I mean, technically we should be on the Super Saiyan God phase already of the Legendary Goku event, and that is with me trying my best to not finish off these phases as fast as possible, because it's RNG as to if Krillin dodges or not. I mean, yes, a 50% chance to dodge is very good. However, it's no Master Ultra Instinct Goku. It's not 70%. It's a coin flip. So if you experience some bad luck with dodging with Krillin, you might not end up exchanging with Vegeta until a little bit too late in the event, where he won't be able to stack his defense fast enough to be defensively a wall for your team. So the other flip side to that, however, is that Krillin himself is also very good defensively, but you can also stall your attacks, preventing yourself from super attacking, so that way you can give the Krillin a chance to dodge. So you do have a few methods to circumvent that, but my point still does stand that sometimes you may just think that Krillin is the better option to stay with than switching over to Vegeta, because sometimes it really is going to be too late. Now, turn 1 defense of 105k defense basically is not too shabby. We do have him linked up with this Butoden Vegeta, who is the best linking partner for this Vegeta, or one of the best, sharing 6 of 7 links. Much like how the physical Namek Goku has the Butoden Goku as his best friend, this Butoden Vegeta is this Vegeta's best friend. Now let's quickly go over this Vegeta's passive, since it does change. He does raise attack and defense on Super, but his passive recovers 30% HP once only, attack and defense plus 120%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 80% when performing a super attack, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack when there is another Planet Namek Saga category ally on the team, survives KO attacks when HP is 30% or more. So, basically, that's Planet Namek Saga medium chance of an additional with the Planet Namek Saga category ally on the team. That will be difficult to achieve outside of the Planet Namek Saga category, because I'm not sure if there are many Planet Namek Saga category characters who share, Turtle School, Earthlings, Rapid Growth, Battle of Wits, or Dragon Ball Seekers as additional categories. Like maybe the 50% support Vegeta, but some of those characters, like 50% support Vegeta, 50% support Gohan, the INT supports, most people probably don't have them. Their banners haven't returned, so that part of his passive I wouldn't worry about too much, although if you can activate that part of his passive, you do have a 30% chance of getting an additional super attack, so that's very nice for an extra stack sometimes. That survives KO attacks when HP is 30% or more is pretty nice. However, you have to be careful sometimes, because if you do end up surviving a KO attack when HP is 30% or more, you'll be left with 1 HP and then just die anyway, so that can end up being a problem. But some people have said that this is a great unit to combo with the LR Revival Goku, or Revival Vegeta into Goku. They kind of combo with their passives, but as I said, it's a little bit wonky, because you can end up just dying with 1 HP, because you survive on 1 HP and then you're gone. So all of that being said, let's start with Vegeta getting attack stats here. We do have 6 of 7 links active. Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, the Saiyan Lineage, and Prepared for Battle are the newer links that we get for exchanging into Vegeta from Krillin. And Brutal Beatdown as well, but we are not actually... we don't have Brutal Beatdown active. It's hard to find a unit that actually has Brutal Beatdown active for this Vegeta. Let me know in the comments if there's a good linking partner with Vegeta that does have Brutal Beatdown included, because Brutal Beatdown at level 10 links is a plus 15% attack increase. Saiyan Warrior Race at link level 10 is plus 10% attack. Royal Lineage gives you an extra plus 5% attack. Prodigies is a 15% attack link at link level 10. So you do have quite a bit of attack links with this Vegeta at link level 10. So again, just like Krillin, getting him to link level 10 can be useful, although it will help Krillin way more than this Vegeta. So we do have a lot of links active, as well as the Pubatoa support. So let's see what we can hit here for a turn 1 attack stat. Basically 3.89 million. Like that's some fun damage. I mean, that's pretty good. And his super attack animation is sweet for a free-to-play unit. Definitely one of my... It's one of my most favorite units to use in terms of fun, because I love Namek Saga Vegeta, and it's just it's a ton of fun watching his animations. But 3.8 million attack stat with the stacking of attack and defense there, with that heal on the active skill when you do end up exchanging, with the chance to survive a KO attack, which, at some points it could be relevant. It'll be rare, but it's relevant. It really does give this Vegeta a dominance in those longer term events, especially in the GT Legendary Goku event. Granted, in the earlier stages, they will be physical type, like Super Saiyan GT Goku, Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku will have type advantage over this Vegeta, right? However, at those stages, you'll probably still be at Krillin to dodge, but then once you do transform into Vegeta and stack all the way until the final phase, you will have type advantage, and you will have stacked attack and defense enough. You'll probably be at like 300 to 350k defense, with a lot of attack stat, is like you easily be hitting 5 to 6 million attack stats, I'm betting, with some support on rotation in the GT Legendary Goku event. So this Vegeta is a specialist in that regard. So you have that flexibility. Do you want to dodge and be more of a extreme Super Battle Road type of unit in Krillin, or do you want to be a longer, form, like a longer event unit in Vegeta? And I think that flexibility is really what makes this Vegeta amazing, because having the option is always great. Having the option to be able to dodge or to be able to stack defense and be that type of solid wall that continues to grow is big. Now, a 2.8 million attack stat, that is after stacking once, but with no support on rotation. So again, that's not bad whatsoever. And there we go again with another stack of attacking defense. If you can end up finding a Planet Namek Saga category ally to put on the team with him, it's definitely worth it. In the same way that it'll be worth it to have a Planet Namek Saga category ally on the team for the Krillin side of the unit as well, because you do get that stun, which can be relevant in those events where you can stun enemies, which may not be all the time, but in Extreme Super Battle Road, stunning an enemy will be very important. So Vegeta getting the additional super ends up being very good for him, so he can stack attack and defense quicker, because you do have to sort of remember again that if you do transform with him a little too late, he'll need that extra super attack probably to help him sort of keep on pace with being good defensively, keeping up with the double digits on the normal attacks and such defensively. So overall, fantastic unit. We're gonna get a couple more attack stats in, maybe one more, because this Vegeta is just going to continue to grow in attack and defense in those longer events. So I don't really think that you need to see like the entire Legendary Goku event run to get the gist of things. But let's look at his defense stat here. This is with 40% support on rotation. We're at 127k defense. That's not that great, to be honest, especially because that is with 40% support on rotation. But again, he'll continue to stack attack and defense, and give it a few more turns and he'll become defensively viable in that way. But Krillin and Vegeta is just a fantastic unit. Make sure that you end up farming them. 3.4 million. So yeah, the damage is very nice as well. I mean, defensively, he's about around where Zarbon and Dodoria were after like 3 or 4 attacks, right? But this Vegeta is doing substantially more damage, and he's not capped in stacking his attack and defense in comparison. He can raise it infinitely. Meanwhile, Zarbon and Dodoria are capped at like, what, 70% or 80% defense stacks after every attack, so, or up to, with 10% with each attack performed, right? So they stack way slower than this Vegeta. So definitely a worthy unit to farm up, and there's nothing much else to say. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.